Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L, I catch a plane. I'd probably f*** you before I f*** your chain. Switch it up, this rap pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at it with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday night primetime. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on hand. The rookie Tyler Luke has the honors. The first Sunday night game of the year, and we are underway here in Buffalo. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Regular. Middle. Tight end on. Alert! Half 85. What's that?
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shakir. And he will score. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll take this forward for about a yard as best. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack. but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Justice Hill, the ball carrier. C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. A 4-yard gain.
Ravens bring their punt team out. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. He's across midfield. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. Big time play there for Buffalo. 32 yards.
First down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Round 80! Hey, tight. Hey, hold. Half 10. What's that?
From the gun, Josh Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there. 3rd and 6. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A 36-yard attempt.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run. It's Henry. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Jackson looking to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. 10-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Henry.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive. On play action, here's Jackson. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. Bateman is the motion man. Henry. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown. It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Baltimore. And how about that? His 1st career catch also becomes his 1st career NFL touchdown.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd
It's
down.
a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. It's Hill. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, tight. Gun.
Throwing again. It's Allen. To the outside. A catch made by Moore. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Brown 8. Middle.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He's to the 10. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Five wide. Hey, home.
To throw is Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming, whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal.
Middle.
Back to the end zone. He's got it. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bills.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Makes the score Bills 17. Brigham 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And they'll pick up the first down. A gain of about 4. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. To the air one more time with Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down. Again, it's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Here's second and 6. Jackson up top again. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient.
He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. They'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Stop. 56. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more more snaps here in this first half. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
To kick off for Buffalo.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Second down, Jackson. That's caught. That's Wayne. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. Good for a Raven first down. Looks like a lateral there, but now it's a free football.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always...
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson to the 20. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. What a time for a pick six for the defense as the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one. The defense extends the margin with the pick six.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick six them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Makes the score Bills 24, Ravens 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day. I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Half 10. Off 52.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Brown 80. Alert.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shakir. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. 33 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
To throw again, it's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
2 yards.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid. And the Bills have a first down.
10 at the 12-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert. 319. Gun. Look out.
On the handoff. This is Cook. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
3-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Brown 80. Off 52. Stay tight, tight, tight. What's that?
Allen working from the pistol. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. The NFL sack leader from a year ago, Trey Hendrickson, taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. To throw is Allen. To the goal line and in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown Buffalo.
than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. From the gun, Jackson. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 45 yards.
A gain of 45 yards.
To throw is Jackson. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And he will get into the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Allen now on 2nd down. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action now, and here's Allen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
319.
A run out of the gun with Cook. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Buffalo.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Round 80. Sub. Alert, alert, alert. Regular.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
What's that?
caught in stride by the cheetah.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Ravens 20. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. A first down throw for Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
One of the biggest challenges of playing zone defense is defending a quarterback when they break contain of the pocket. All the zones have to move along with the quarterback, and it is just a lot of stress put back there, and you're able to find a soft spot and are able to connect.
And he's going to be out of bounds, down inside the 25-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Now Jackson. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Henry tries to pull his way in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Jackson and the offense trying to get 2 more here. They'll drop to throw, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Here's a handoff to Cook, running left. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
40-yard line.
Right side, side. 180. Look out.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At the 36-yard line.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down.
It's a gain of 10.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
We'll try and run here with Cook. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.